Gaming with the Master bringing you part 2 of Fossil Fighters Champions. Let's get to it. Last episode we did the beginning part of the game, and now we're just going to see what we have to do now. And Todd says, but seriously, the Cup's grand prize is the entire Fossil Park. My mind is completely blown here. This is huge, Master. We have to find a way to win, no matter what. And then Stella comes up and says, hello, Todd. Hello, Master. The Cup is finally underway. Oh, hey, Stella. Weren't you two off digging fossil rocks yet? You should have received a message on your Palo pagers by now. And then we just get a message that the first dig site, Treasure Lake, is now open on Ribbler Island. Treasure Lake is ringed by thick woods, in the middle of which sits a lake. Fighters are urged to travel there and ready for round 1 of the Cup. Eek, we're really gonna do this? Todd says. Then Todd says, hey, everyone's gone. We just got here and we're already behind. Treasure Lake is through this walkway right here, is what Stella says. And then Todd says, come on, let's go before all the fossil rocks are gone. You know, I'm actually shocked Joe would do something like that. None of the staff knew he was putting the park as a prize, not even me. But I suppose you have bigger things to worry about, huh? Good luck with the Cup, Master. So we're going to head to Treasure Lake now. But before we get there, our staff says, oh no, he's gone already. And then the staff says, wait, you haven't received your sonar yet, have you? Well, you're not going to find any fossil rocks without it. And we got a fossil sonar. And the staff said, I tried to stop the boy who ran ahead of you, but he moved like his pants were on fire. Oh, he's your friend? Well, that's convenient. Let's go give him his sonar together, shall we? Then Todd says, stupid fossil rocks, come on, where are you? Then the staff says, you won't find anything without a sonar. Here, this should make life easier. I tried to give it to you earlier, but you just shoved past me and ran off. But that's okay, I know you were just excited about the Cup. And then Todd says, yerg. Okay, let me show you how your sonar works. Oh, I'm Sally, by the way. It's nice to meet you. Okay, take a look at your sonar screen. The arrow in the center is you. And we already know how to use our sonar from the previous Fossil Fighters game. So we're just gonna skip by this. So, a difference between this game and Fossil Fighters, the original, is if you press the Y button, the sonar changes to a map of the dig site. So this is where we are, the blue dot, and then that's the rest of the dig site. If you press Y again, you go back to the sonar. But digging is still the same. So, at Treasure Lake, it won't be called that without a lake. You can actually walk through parts of this lake. Right here, you can't. So now we're going to go into here. And this is also a little area you can dig inside a dinosaur head. there's a fossil right here. So we're just gonna battle her. But like I said earlier, Vivosaurs here can now become super evolvers if you get a gold fossil head. Only 30 Vivosaurs revive into these forms, but they're stronger versions of their regular selves. Like this was the just normal Tricera we revived, and then this was Aros that we chose to use at the beginning of the game. And the maximum rank now is 20 instead of 12. So since we have higher speed, we go first. And we're going to start off by rotating. Something you could not do in the last game because there is no escape zone. So any Vivosaur can be attacked at any time. So we're going to use Hercules Blade against Raja. The thing is, with starting with the Vivosaurs you had from the last save file, is the power Vivosaurs you have, you can't really use on the first turn until later because they use so much FP. The first attack you have to save up a lot of FP. So we just got an Arrow's body. Then we got another Arrow's body, so we're not gonna battle for that. And we just got Goyle Head. So if you remember, the first 100 Vivosaurs of Fossil Fighters are the same, so you have these Vivosaurs right here all the way up to the 100th, which is Shelion, are the same. But after that, instead of having your legendary Vivosaurs, you now have 50 more Vivosaurs on top of that. And then you go to your legendaries back here. But I will not show you any of the legendaries since they have to deal with the story. Except for maybe the chickens that you did not get to see yet from Fossil Fighters. And the chickens are Squirrel, Squick, Squirth, Squirk, and Squit. These 5 chickens in the first Fossil Fighters, you have to get every single one of the 100 Vivosaurs up to rank 12. In this game, you just do mini quests and you get each one separately. So now we're going to go back to fossil digging. So we just got a Tricera head, so we'll battle for that. And again, we're just battling a single Raja, which is 104, which in the normal Fossil Fighters, that would be Diurnal. So we're just gonna do that. So Tricera has optimal range, since Tricera is a mid-range Vivosaur, so that's perfect range for that. And then Raja Fang missed. So we're gonna use Hercules Blade against Raja. Which does 147 damage. So we got the Tricera head. And we just got Thaslo Body. And right here is an area off limits because it's going to be a pay-to-dig site. We just got Menchie Head. And we got Raja Head. So another difference between Fossil Fighters Champions and Fossil Fighters is in Fossil Fighter Champions there is rare Vivosaurs. Some of the first 100 Vivosaurs like Guan and Megalo, they are rare Vivosaurs. And then there's extra bonus ones from here that aren't in the first Fossil Fighters like Earaptor and Argento, which are also rare Vivosaurs, and in rare Vivosaurs, you have to get the head like normal, but the head is very rare, and the body, arms, and legs do not exist. So if you're going to get that body, arms, and legs, the only way to get it is if it's one of the first original 100 Vivosaurs from Fossil Fighters, and you send Fossil Rocks using the Fossil Cannon from Fossil Fighters to Fossil Fighters Champions. But you cannot send Fossil Rocks from Fossil Fighters Champions to Fossil Fighters, though. And Stella says that they just finished building Clean, which if you remember, Clean was also in the last Fossil Fighters. So Clean is exactly the same, and then she's who we go to talk to about donation points, which again is the same thing from the original Fossil Fighters. And then that's the VMM like the previous ones, except the blue VMMs are now green, and then the orange ones from dig sites and Fossil Fighters are still orange. So again, VMMs are just the same from this game to the last. So we're going to talk to Clean now, to clean the 8 fossil rocks we just dug up. So I'll talk to you after this. Just finished cleaning, and first Clean's going to tell us about fossils in our case, but we've already done that in the first Fossil Fighters, so so the Vivosaurs that can be found in Treasure Lake are Tarbo, which is a rare Vivosaur there, Shanshan, which is another rare Vivosaur there, Sucho, Perso, but he's in the pay-to-dig site, Kendro, but he's a rare Vivosaur, Goyle, and we found his head, Igwa, but Igwa's rare, Goyo, but Goyo's rare, Proto, Tricera, we found Tricera's head, Shoney, but Shoney's rare. Elasmith, but that's the pay to dig site. Hoplo, but that's the pay to dig site. Raja, we found his head. Menchi, found his head. Pakro, found his head. Vaslo found his body. Tanstro, but Tanstro is rare. Pandem, but that's the pay to dig site. Radox, but he's rare. And with that, we will conclude today's episode of Fossil Fighters Champions Part 2. Join us next time for Fossil Fighters Part 3.